Highlights of another Super 8 match comes to you today from the Eastern Caribbean and the lovely country of Grenada. The capital, St. George's, will play host to this important encounter between the West Indies fighting for survival and one of the forerunners, South Africa. Hello and welcome to the highlights of this match. It's a critical one because if we look at the group standings before this match started, we see that the West Indies are third from bottom. South Africa had a little blip in their loss against Bangladesh a few days ago. The pitch here at the National Stadium, well, it was relayed last match, but it's always been one prior to that has been full of runs, no live grass to speak about, and it looks a very good batting surface. It started a little damp though, and the toss won by Brian Lara. Because of that dampness in the surface, he asked South Africa to have first knock. West Indies made a couple of changes. Corey Collymore coming back into the side. Kieron Pollard making his debut in international cricket. And Devon Smith, a local man, coming in for his first game of the World Cup. For South Africa, well, Andre Nel came in and did well in the last match. So Andrew Hall comes back in for this one. And Luce Bosman comes in to replace Justin Kemp. We'll go straight to the commentary box and join Tony Cozy.
Corey Collymore to A.B. de Villiers. The news is that there's still plenty of spectators outside going through the usual security checks and so on to come in. Perhaps a 9:30 start, a little bit early for some, but the hope is that the ground will be filled before very long. And the first run off the bat to de Villiers. Of course, this stadium here in St. George's, just outside of St. George's, the Grenada capital, having to be rebuilt.
Touch away, Graham. Yep.
Blown away by Hurricane Ivan, which so devastated the island in 2004. Just the power of nature was exemplified by the utter destruction of the original stadium. Shot. He's got it through. It's a long boundary out there. The ball is holding up, but not holding up enough to allow the fielder to get to it, and that's the first boundary of the innings.
And does that give you confidence as an opening batsman? Nicely timed, nicely placed off the middle of the bat. It'll give him a lot of confidence, A.B. de Villiers. Rocked back onto the back foot, picked out the gap.
Caught behind. What a shot. What a shot from Graham Smith. Well. We did see him on edge all morning, and no need for that. Just a slog, really.
Yeah, I think he took a gamble, Graham Smith. He wanted to impose himself. Down the track he went, looking to hit it over the top. Collymore just got it to angle across the left-hander. And the pressure has just told a little bit. The captain wanted to make a statement. Look how far down the wicket he is. Nice, easy catch for Ramdin. Collymore's delighted. And one of the most influential players for South Africa, Graham Smith's on his way back to the pavilion. South Africa 21 for 1.
Just one big over so far for South Africa. Didn't have too bad an over after they lost that wicket. That's a good shot. Lofted but into the gap.
It was in the slot for A.B. de Villiers, and he wasn't holding back. Couldn't quite control it. Wanted to hit it further in front, and it sliced off the bat and gone in the backward point region. An expansive drive, an expansive dive as well.
Well, didn't get full of hold of that, but it's gone nonetheless.
He's not going to just stand there and watch it. AB de Villiers, he moves on to 19 with that boundary.
Wayne Bravo, he's quick. That would have been close. 9 runs coming from the over, though it's 36 for 1. That's a good shot. That wasn't that short. That's just the class of the man, Jacques Kallis. It's 41 for 1. That's well struck. Too short.
Love that, AB de Villiers, and so did the South African fans. Waiting for one short enough to play a pull shot, and he was onto it in a flash. The reaction of Chanderpaul to get his hands up, and the ball's off to the boundary. Very, very well hit.
That's another good shot. Over pitching this time, Darren Powell. It's a long chase for Brian Lara. Just about makes it. Saves his team a run. And that brings up the 54 South Africa.
A little bit of acceleration here for South Africa. Very good shot that is. AB de Villiers. When you're straight, he drives well, very well.
That's Jacques Kallis. Class. Made that look easy.
What a player. What a shot. So easily done. Just opens the face, makes sure the ball goes into the gap.
That's gone well over backward point. 1 bounce.
They're going to take on the change bowlers, Jacques Kallis and AB de Villiers, and also ensure that they take advantage of the power plays. One thing that Mickey Arthur spoke about after that Bangladesh loss is that South Africa have to go out there and not take a backward step, but strike, go forward, be brave.
He goes again and again. That's a good shot. That's a big one.
Fantastic shot. All the way for 6. The one that went for 4 earlier in the over was off the outside half of the bat. But this was the intention. This time, 100% execution. No doubt as to what Jacques Kallis is trying to achieve. What a way to bring up the 50 partnership as well.
Oh, walking across. He's taking the mickey out of everyone now, Jacques Kallis. Well, that's close. I think they'll have a review of that. And he has actually signaled for. I think he realized that his foot went onto the rope.
It's Pollard. Just slipped as he was going to get up after fielding that ball. Maybe in 2 minds as to whether to slide or not to slide, and then he slips there and his foot goes onto the rope, and he gets up and throws the ball back, but then he signals to umpire Benson that he's touched the rope.
Again, just clipping it onto the onside. He's walking a long way across here, Jacques Kallis. Now he doesn't need any help for the fielder to signal to the umpire. Goes all the way. A big over for South Africa. 80 for 1.
That should have been a gift of an opportunity. It really should have been. Gale failed to pick it up. De Villiers would have been a long way out in my view. We'll see it again. Just a little areas where I feel the feeling is going to be one of the decisive matters in this contest.
particularly on this sort of pitch where wickets are hard to come by. Those are the sort of moments, defining moments in a match.
A.B. de Villiers admonishes himself because for the second time in a couple of deliveries, a gift has been presented to the West Indies. He's still nodding his head. Chances are going a-begging here.
He's probably set off on the strength of the stroke. It hasn't beaten the man. He would have been a goner. Over the top, so a bit of relief at last for de Villiers. That will help settle him down.
Third man comes around, he'll go for 4. Found the gap too short and wide. Now is this another period of acceleration for South Africa? Spotted the slow ball over the top. Has it gone all the way? Umpire Benson is looking back, and I think we'll raise those hands in the air for a 6. He's just making a check down there, but I think it has cleared the ropes. Yes, it has. Nice looking shot. Now will they try for a second? Well, they might as well. Yeah. No one seems able to run them out during the course of the day. That's a very lame return. So another half century for Jacques Kallis, almost as a matter of course these days.
Cut away. This will be more than 1. This might even be 4. It is.
There again, a bit of width off it, and it allows Kallis just to cut it away through the offside.
Very fine. The man is square because of the pace being taken off the ball, and that's a 4. Welcome 4 for A.B. de Villiers. That's beautifully put away. And that's a really good shot from A.B. de Villiers as he marches towards 100. His highest score is 92 against Australia. He'll want to get past that, and he'll want to get 3 figures under his belt.
Critical for South Africa on all sides. We've seen the likes of Australia ensuring that someone in their top 3 goes through. Big day this for A.B. de Villiers in more ways than one. Yet to get 100. Plenty of 50s.
There he goes. There'll be a rush on. He won't get there. So second 4 in the over for A.B. de Villiers. Is he the one who's going to provide the acceleration? South Africa 181 for 1.
When and what, at what point? Yes, might be now. The power play may be brought in. Gale does the trick.
They needed this, the West Indies, and they'll be delighted, as the fans are, to have Jacques Kallis walking back to the change room. He played magnificently, provided the impetus for the South African team when they desperately needed it. He's tried to get up to this one, but doesn't make contact. It turns as well. And middle stumpers pick back to the delight of Chris Gale. Kallis is gone, and he should raise his bat. 81 for him. South Africa 191 for 2. And there it is. Maiden one-day international century for A.B. de Villiers. You can see what it means to him. Big smile on his face. Applause from his team as well. He's deserved it here today. A couple of chances it gave the West Indies. They could have run him out a couple of times. But other than that, he's played fantastic shots all around the ground. Lots of South Africans here to watch this game as well. It's important to them, having lost to Bangladesh, and De Villiers is coming up with the goods. What a shot. He's got that. 6 more.
Four more. Yeah, he's definitely going to open the shoulders and enjoy himself today, Herschelle Gibbs. He's got a calf strain as well as suspected pass fit to come into this game. But he can hit the ball.
In the same region as A.B. de Villiers hit the 6. This time, though, the field different. Huge gap. It's gone a long way in the air. Will it go for 6? Yes. 2, 2, 2 for 2.
$18 off the over. Such a good young player, good use of the feet. It's nice and straight. Doesn't go across the line to any extent on this occasion. Gets to the pitch quite nicely. Very good shot.
That's a high in the air and a long way over the boundary as well. It's A.B. de Villiers again. He's going to put the West Indians to the sword.
This is not a small ground by any standards. 75 yards all around the park. So he's not a very big man. We talked about him suffering from dehydration, heat exhaustion, but still enough energy and still enough flex in the muscle to clear the boundaries quite easily. He's giving the ball a lot of airtime. That has gone a long way.
There'll be many in South Africa very happy to see A.B. de Villiers in a situation where he can go for boundaries, because he can hit it a long way. Like that. He's got it over the boundary again. 6 more. Fantastic work from A.B. de Villiers. He has hit 4 6s now off his last 5 balls.
It's gone for 4. He's cramped up and Kallis has a sore ankle. The crowd's gone wild. 241 for 2.
That is well struck too. Out to it, along the ground, in front of cover. 4 more, that's the signal. Moves on to 136. He's off his feet, but the ball's off as well. Fantastic strike. Just 1 bounce and 4. A.B. de Villiers is playing a thrilling innings here. 254 for 2.
Caught. Gets the wicket, Corey Collymore.
A.B. de Villiers eventually on his way. He gambled a little bit here, looking with fine leg up to try and get it wide of that field. All he succeeded in doing was just chipping it to him. His captain is going to allow him to walk off in front of everybody. The end of a truly magnificent knock from A.B. de Villiers, his first and maiden one-day international and World Cup century. He's a very happy man. He and Kallis put South Africa on the road to a big title. 261 for 3.
Well, we certainly see a lot of toing and froing, and here comes the signal. There is the signal for the final power play. So it will not be the last 5 overs. It will be overs 45 through to 49.
Have you seen anybody take it this late before, Mikey? This is a world record for me.
Never. Don't think we'll ever see it again either. Well, straight down the ground. That's the first 4.
There'll be plenty of this. He loves this situation, does Mark Boucher. He's got a free license from his captain to just go after every delivery.
That's 6. So that's 10 from 2.
Ooh. Suddenly it's shot to 279. Herschel Gibbs better than run a ball now. So much pressure on the bowler. It's hard enough at the end of an innings when you don't have the power play, but when you've only got 2 out, boy oh boy, that's a lot of pressure.
What makes matters worse, Barry, is that the West Indies have not been known to have bowlers who bowl well at the death. Bradshaw usually bowls his overs out before they get to the death because they know he doesn't necessarily bowl that well at the death. That's gone again. Another 6. This is proving very costly. 287 for 3. That's gone straight up. Someone running back at third man. It's Bradshaw. Dropped it.
Hard hands. Not the best of fielders in the West Indian side, and that probably sums up their day. Gibbs going for the big one. He's just got it straight up in the air. Bradshaw saw it all the way. But the hand's a bit low in the end, and it's just popped out.
Well, he has the ball in his hands again now, Bradshaw. Bowling this time. Another low full toss. Another 6.
The umpires are going to be stiff tomorrow. And their arms up. Boucher this time joins in the fun.
Got through. Another boundary. Just a bit too short. That's gone. Maximum. Tried to get it in the block hole, but it was just a fraction short.
This is his game, Mark Boucher. He loves to come in with just 5 overs to go. Plenty of runs on the board. Bowlers under pressure. And he'll take full advantage. Just clearing the left side and smashing it straight down the fairway.
Whoa, that's gone a long, long way.
You bowl in a length and I'll hit it out the park. That's what Mark Boucher's saying. He just clears that left side, and those little strong arms. He's a little bit of a pocket rocket, is Mark Boucher. If he doesn't quite hit it in the middle, it's still going to be far enough to get 6.
Just cannot bowl that length. You cannot bowl that length.
You can, but that's what'll happen. Go at the park.
Here he goes again. There he goes again. That is not the length.
Well, that's 2 out of 2. The man the other end's already done it. 6 out of 6.
That's gone straight down the ground. A big one. That brings up Herschel Gibbs' 50.
Why should you have all the fun, Mark? With a single, and I'll get down there and I'll join in. This is a beautiful shot from Herschel Gibbs. I think he'd set himself to say, listen, if it bowls on a length, I'm going to go straight. He kept the face of the bat on line all the way through. He knew as it left the hand where it was going. The face of the bat stays on line. Another good length ball.
That's gone again. That's the length again that you need as a batsman, not as a bowler. 4 sixes in the over, 346 for 3. Straight up. Bravo will take it himself. He's calling for it. Easy.
Well, a little bit of respite, but it's all too late. Bravo called for it. Took it nice and comfortably. Done his job. It's the slower ball. Boucher looking to smash it away. He got his leg out the way, but just a little too early. Didn't spot the slower ball, but he's done the job that his captain sent him in to do. 50 of just 20-odd deliveries for Mark Boucher. A wonderful knock. South Africa 347 for 4.
That's gone before.
He read the change of pace so well, Herschel Gibbs. Went down leg side, the bowler followed him with a slower delivery and got it even wider of the leg stump, but Gibbs, such a good eye.
For the last ball, and well bowled, just a single. Mohan Pollock hasn't managed to face a delivery, but he has done his job. Kept Herschel Gibbs on strike for the rest of the over. That's what he needed to do. That's exactly what happened. 356 runs on the board for South Africa. All 50 overs bowled. And that is sum total.
An outstanding.
Here's the first ball of the West Indies innings. Pollock to Gale.
So AB de Villiers not having enough time to recover, and Robin Peterson, he's on the field. He's fielding cover right now.
Gale gets going. And four. Straight to mid-off. Graham Smith taking the catch. Early wicket for the West Indies. Chandapol going. Well, the West Indies only have one way in which to try and get these runs, and that's to go after the bowling, but perhaps too early for Chandapol.
He was looking for it. There were signs in the previous over against Mackay and Tini that Chandapol, if it was up, was going to look to go over the top. Hasn't quite timed it, not quite out the middle, not enough height on it. Well taken by Graham Smith. So success earlier to South Africa. Who will it bring in next? No signs of Lara. Chandapol goes for 4, 5-4.
Lovely shot by Devon Smith. That'll get the crowd going. He's a little player with a lot of gumption. Devon Smith.
Quality stroke on the up. I don't often see Sean Pollock being driven in this sort of fashion. Isn't it lovely in front of your home crowd? You get off the mark like that. Left-hander driving through the covers. It's always good to see.
He's gone over the top deliberately, not looking to go there, but nevertheless gets a couple for it. Perhaps Gale can have a word with him here. Just bat normally for a while. Settle in. No way you're going to hit over the top every time. Nice looking shot. Dabbed it away for 4. That's a very good looking shot. Beautifully timed and placed. No effort at all. Let the ball do the work.
The placement, that's what was good about that shot. It wasn't all that wide. He had a bit of room for himself. Just steered it neatly behind point.
Great shot. Great shot. On top of it, square cut, played in the approved fashion.
They are loving it. Local boy coming good, yeah. Again, not much width there. Just puts that right leg out the way and plays it late but square. This may pose a problem or two for two South African bowlers because that wasn't the worst of deliveries. Where did they bowl him? Perhaps they thought of coming around the wicket. Pollock has asked Smith to go wider and deeper. Does he want more protection on the offside? Perhaps a slip to gully or backward point.
Another couple. Third run is being taken. Well run. It's 47 for 1. That was stopped. Whoa, a lot of dust and a lot of good work being done as well. That's Bosman. He didn't get a chance to do anything with the bat. Doing well in the outfield.
A good shot. It was hit really well by Chris Gale, and he probably expected it would beat the fielder. Bosman, in his efforts, had no idea where he was.
Found the gap. Very strong in that area, and if you give him the width and also the length, he will punish you.
The crowd love it. They want to see boundaries. They want to see West Indies do well. It energizes them, brings them to life. There's the shot. Punishing he can be. Chris Gale got the opportunity there and didn't waste it.
Well played. He plays that shot very well. Devon Smith, he's a good hook and puller.
Oh, they do love it. Hope he's got the wrong flag, that fella.
Lofted again. This time the catch is taken. Didn't seem absolutely sure that it had been taken, Devon Smith, but he's on his way now.
Andre Nel. He's the man to break through. Continuing with his wicket-taking form. Smith, who had been trying to be aggressive, he had to be. West Indies chasing a huge total. Looks to go at that one. The bat face opens and it can't control it. Taken in the end. Andre Nel is delighted. So is South Africa. They needed that wicket. That partnership was just beginning to go too much for them. So Smith has gone for 33. West Indies 65 for 2.
Didn't time it that well, Chris Gale, but he's a powerful man. Racing away.
Thought might have done himself an injury there. He's clattered into that advertising hoarding. Ball's first delivery, just a touch too short. Chris Gale pounces on it. Here's Pollock's fielding.
Well, a bit of confusion here. If he hits, he's gone, I think. This is going to be a close call. A direct hit.
There's a bit of a mix-up. Hesitation from Chris Gayle before setting off for that single. In the end, they decided to run. He's not too confident from the way he's looking upstairs. He's seemingly walking off. This will show us. Nashwell Prince hits the stumps, and Chris Gayle is short, quite a long way short. And that's a big blow to the West Indian chances of winning this game, because he just seemed to be setting himself. Chris Gayle, 32 off 34. There's the confirmation. He's out, been run out. So the third wicket falls, much to the delight of the travelling South African fans. Gayle gone for 32, 69 for 3.
Lovely shot by Ramnaresh Sawan. .94 for 3.
Square of the wicket and down the leg side. They now will not be happy with that at all. There's a poor delivery. Smashed away, square of the wicket. That's a typical Lara shot. That's where he is, very, very strong. Put into the over for the West Indies. 104 for 3.
Got him. Success straight away. It's Callis's day here at the Grenada National Stadium. The West Indies captain is gone. Run rate might be on par, but they keep losing wickets, the West Indies.
A huge bit of luck for South Africa, and perhaps a little bit of bad luck for Brian Lara. He's chopped it on for Jacques Kallis. With those cutters, he was looking for the ball to just go away from him a little bit. He ran down the wicket, trying to give himself a little bit of room to smash it away on the offside. And got a little inside edge. Here's the cutter. See, down the track is Lara, inside edge, and what a sound that must have sounded like to Jacques Kallis. It's been his day. Lara's on his way for 21. 119 for 4.
Over mid-off. Again, down the ground. That slow delivery. Second time we are seeing that from Ramnaresh Sawan. Best way to go.
Catch it!
Caught. It's that man Gibbs again.
And he's held on to it. He's at mid-wicket again. Held on to it for a while. Mikey, we always get nervous in South Africa when he takes the ball. He's having a good day, Herschel Gibbs. On the button, success immediately to Pollock. Trying to make something out of a ball which probably wasn't that short. So he can jump.
Held on to it long enough not to create any problems this time. It's 142 for 5.
Over the top and falling just inside. Deliberate shot by Sawan. He's gone over the top of mid-off on a few occasions. Deliberately so. Fielders in the restricting area. One of the 4.
He's looked good in this innings. Ramnaresh Sawan maneuvered the ball nicely into the gaps, and also at will deciding to go over the top.
All over the place, middle stump. What was he trying to do there? Well, just a rush of blood for Kieran Pollard. Goes for 10. 169 for 6.
South Africa will be delighted. Jacques Kallis weighed in with a lot of runs, and here he is weighing in with wickets. Pollard down the wicket, not really sure where he's trying to hit that. doesn't manage to hit it anywhere. Cullis gets wicket number 2. Pollard gone for 10. The West Indies 169 for 6.
Straight, absolutely straight back overhead by Sarwan. Goes all the way. Fine shot.
Catch it!
Take on. Another wicket goes soft. Peterson just comes forward, the substitute, and takes it. Rammed in a soft dismissal. Just wonder what he was trying to do with that shot. Just shoveled it in mid-wicket's hands. 7 down for 181.
Just trying to hit this onto the onside. Doesn't get to the pitch and reaches. Still goes on with the shot, goes through with it, and Robin Peterson has to dive forward. It's a good catch in the end, because it was always dying down in front of him. And it's not easy to dive forward. He did so to good effect to get rid of rammed in for 4. 181 for 7.
That's straight and it's high. Is it long enough? Ntini circling, he's under it. Somehow he manages to keep it in. Outstanding work, in essence.
Could he have held on to it? Just for a moment there, it looked as if he might have had it.
From good work to uncharacteristically bad work from Ashwell Prince. And he's upset with himself, and in a sense that is what you want to see, disgust at the mistake made.
That's a quality cricket stroke. He's offered some width this over, Graham Smith, cut away and now driven powerfully over the top. There's plenty of overs to batties into the 80s. It may just be the bright light here for the West Indies today. Chances of another run out, excuse me, and it's been referred. Or has it? Question is, where did Mark Boucher take it? Did he take the bails off with his first attempt?
Well, Robin Peterson, obviously he's an ambidextrous fielder now. Is he back? Yeah, I think Bradshaw will get in before the bails are removed.
Cries of catch it. He's going to miss that yet. Sadly, Sarwan 8 shy, which would have been a really fantastic 100. Taking on Mackay and Ntini, and he's taken the easiest of catches at deep mid-off, well, on the ring, Sean Pollard. And a fabulous innings. He deserved to get 100. We just showed you today that it could have been possible, but it needed more than one person to play innings of this sort of nature. By 75 deliveries. He's been very entertaining, struck the ball well. Not the best of days for the West Indies, but he has held his head high. 213 for 8.
That's a good flat bat, and that's gone for 6. Wow, what a shot. Darren Powell.
I read the knuckleball. Just swatted it away, baseball style.
And that's not a bad shot either. That's a very, very good shot by Powell. Not the cleverest of bowling. He was on the back foot waiting for it. 2:31 for 8. He's moved to 16. Swept away and taken. Yes, he has. Picked it up late in the shadows, but managed to come forward, Andrew Hall, and take it. So Bradshaw's innings ended with a sweep shot. Hall moving late, but he's down in the shadows. Not easy to pick up the white ball down there. Wicket for Graeme Smith, 254 for 9.
He's come on to try and improve the over rate, Graeme Smith. He's from round the wicket, hitting with the angle. Ian Bradshaw doing all the right things, but hit a bit high on the bat, and that's why it didn't carry the distance. And Andrew Hall, in the end, kept the eyes on it all the way. 9 down. Bradshaw makes his way back to the pavilion. 254 for 9.
That's gone a long way. Bye-bye ball. That's his second 6 for Darren Paul. He's picked it up really well.
From the time the captain started running, Powell started at the other end. There was no doubt in his mind where that was going to go. Beautifully struck. Bit of revenge. He went for a few. He's trying to get him back. That is a big hit.
Another one. Well, you said he's getting his own back here. He certainly is. That's his third 6 for Darren Paul. He himself went for a lot in the closing overs.
I think he bowled his first 3 for 5 and the next 7 for about 73.
So he's got 2 balls. He needs 3 runs for a half century.
He'll probably only need 1. He'll wind up.
Now he'll hurry for a second. Collimer's up there. He won't come. He can come. So just the 1 ball remaining. So Darren Powell will have to wait a little bit longer. Could be a few years, in fact, to get another 50 or a 50. In the air, back he goes, and Corey Cullimore, for the second time in this tournament, has finished a West Indies innings with a 6. Not many batsmen have done it, but this in a losing cause.
Emphatic victory for South Africa. They'd be mighty pleased to be back on the winning trail after the Bangladesh game. Graeme Smith throwing this up, hoping it might turn a little bit. Well, it did, but it was off an advertising hoarding way back. 5 overs for 56 for the skipper, but he'll be very happy that South Africa have come out of this game. It was a pressure game from ball 1. They had to win, South Africa, and they did it in good style. Very good innings from A.B. de Villiers, 146. Callis played well, Gibbs played well, Boucher got a 50 and 22 balls, and everybody will be pleased. The bowlers did a reasonable job. Callis coming back with the cutters. I think that's a real plus for South Africa, and that's how they feel about it. They're very pleased indeed.
Well, I suppose the West Indies will take heart from their highest score in the World Cup so far, 289 for 9. Disappointing, really, because they put themselves out of the cup in eventuality. Ramnarasawan top scored with 92, his highest score in World Cup cricket of just 75 balls. And Powell entertained towards the end, 48 not out. It took a team performance once again with the ball from South Africa. Pollock taking 2 wickets, a wicket to Ntini, and Nel Callis, I thought, bowled extremely well with his cutters, 2 for 36, and Graeme Smith providing a little bit of variation. So the summary of this match, South Africa winning by 67 runs. The man of the match went to A.B. de Villiers for his first one-day international 100, an entertaining knock filled with shots all around the park in the heat of Grenada, and it meant quite a lot to him, as it should do. This is what the points table looks like now at the conclusion of this match. South Africa consolidating their position of a 4th place, and the West Indies, well, making no headway at all. We hope you've enjoyed the highlights of another match in the Super 8 competition, and we hope that you'll continue viewing. Thanks for viewing today. Bye for now.